All right, good evening, everyone. This is our last interview for Spring to Action, last zebra interview for Spring to Action. There are still 2.5 hours left of the entire day. So I want to start off, before I introduce these two lovely gentlemen, I want to start off by saying that we have received $2.2 million in donations. Act for Alexandria's goal is 2.5. So we are making our way there. We are doing really good, you guys, and I am excited. There is still time left in the day. So please, spring2action.org. Still, there is time to donate. Now, let's meet our last two organizations for the evening, John Bordner of Delray Artisans and Jason Parsons of Capital Caring Health. Hello, how are you guys?
Doing fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, Grace, doing well. Thank you. It's been an exciting day.
Good. Absolutely. I agree. I love to hear that you guys are both doing very well. John, let's start with you. Tell us all about Delray Artisans and your organization.
Well, first, I want to thank you for having me on the show. It feels like a watch party, but where everybody wins. So, congratulations that we're to Spring to Action for hitting 2.2. And I guess it's just a little bit more we need to reach. But yeah, let me talk a little bit about Delray Artisans, and that's the group I'm representing tonight. I like to call them the art group for the common person. Yeah, we have some fabulous artists there, award winners, professional, make a very nice living with their art, but they also have people like me, the common people that maybe we don't have the highest skills or something, and maybe we just need to express ourselves. And let's face it, look around. The community that we live in, it's focused in a lot of government people, there's military, there's high tech, a lot of businesses that don't necessarily require creativity. But being humans, we all have those two sides of the brain. We all have to exercise that creativity and express ourselves. And that is what DRA is all about. We kind of celebrate that creative process. And we do that with art camps, we have classes, workshops, all of these programs that we're going to be supporting with the donations that we get tonight. One of the cool things that we do every month at our gallery right there in Delray, right on Mount Vernon Avenue, we have a new show where both members and a lot of the shows are open to the public. And this is where many people will show their work for the very first time. So it's a creative group of people, people that want to express that creativity and share that with others. So that's what we're about. As far as our goal, let me see, was 4,000. We set a modest goal tonight. That's going to help augment some of the other programs that we run. We've already raised, and the last time I checked was 10 minutes ago, $6,050. So our goal was 4,000, $6,050 we raised, so exceeding our goal. And that includes a couple matches that we had. And we're really excited about this because then we can continue our programs in what has turned out to be a trying year in 2020, and we're still kind of feeling the pinch in 2021. So a little bit of an update on DRA and how we're doing. And yeah, thanks again for having us on the program.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you guys, you've exceeded your goal. That's amazing. It sounds like you're doing really well. Um, a couple things. I don't know if you could get a little bit closer to the microphone to speak just a little bit louder, but can you remind us of these programs that these funds are going to go to, and then tell us where people can go to continue to donate? I know that you've beat your goal already, but that doesn't mean people should stop donating.
Exactly. So if you are interested in donating, or maybe more importantly, participating, you can go to our website, and that's delrayartisans.org. If you can't remember that, just Google Delray Artisans.
I
or
can
you can
type it
come
in.
down to our gallery right there on Mount Vernon Avenue. It's in the Colasanto Center, right across the street from Los Tios, to plug one of the many great restaurants
Yeah,
in Del Rey.
absolutely. Awesome.
So yeah, and so you can donate on our webpage, but better yet, take a look at our calendar. It's continuously updated. Take a look at our calendar and see if anything interests you. Take a look at some of our programs and some of the ones that will be help funded by what we're doing tonight. We have art camps. We have different classes, and those classes vary widely in all of the visual arts. Workshops. We have also meetup groups, partners in art, just a lot of different programs that you can explore on your own on our website.
Yeah, wonderful. I love that. I know today is the big day, but of course, all of these nonprofits and organizations, they have events like camps and other programs outside of today. And today is just one of those ways that they can continue to fund and help and participate in all of these extra programs. So thank you very much for being here and telling us all about Del Rey Artisans and about the success that you guys have had today.
You bet. Thank you, Grace.
All right, so Jason Parsons of Capital Caring Health, thank you very much for being here and taking time out of your, I know what has been a busy day for all of us.
Yeah, thanks, Grace. And I'm really thrilled to be here and be a part of this. And thanks to you and ZTV for helping promote it. And obviously thanks to Spring to Action and Act for Alexandria, who we just have so much affinity for the community. And we've been serving Alexandria since 1977 from our neighborhood office there on Richmond Highway across from the Jeep dealership. And every year we're privileged to care for hundreds of Alexandrians, particularly those who are dealing with serious illness or with aging. We are one of the nation's oldest and largest of advanced illness care, and hospice care, palliative care. We have special programs for children, which are very important to us for a lot of reasons. We have special programs for veterans. We One of the things we're most excited about to really meet a need of the community is our counseling services, which we've seen a tremendous increase in demand during COVID. And so we are really proud to have the chance to take care of people at a really trying time in their lives when they're dealing. Often we always say the worst word you can ever hear from a doctor is there's nothing else we can do. And at Capital Caring, with expert clinicians and physicians and nurses and social workers, we say there's always more that we can do to help you make the best of the rest of your life and to really have that quality of life. And the things that we do, often people think, well, you're a healthcare organization. People have, they have insurance, or they have Medicare, or they have Medicaid, and that's true. But also, we do several $1 million a year, about 3.3 million in uncompensated care for people that have no ability to pay. And nobody's ever turned away on any basis whatsoever. Nobody's ever gets a bill. Our counseling services are free of charge to any person in the community, particularly now in COVID, dealing with the loss of a loved one to the pandemic, or dealing with other stressors been associated with being in lockdown and not being able to see friends and loved ones, social isolation being dramatically increased amongst seniors. We help address all of that. And without donations from individuals, we wouldn't be able to do that, because even folks that have Medicare, a lot of these things are not reimbursable. So we rely on the community and the goodwill of our friends and supporters to help make that happen. So here at the last second, I would encourage everybody to help us get to the $2.5 million. And we're so proud to stand next to so many great organizations like John's group at Del Rey Artisans. I was listening to him, and I am a struggling artist, puts it charitably, but I am a common artist. And so I love that, and I love so much. And the outpouring of the community has been so great. You know, people often don't think about us until they need us, but when they do, we're there. I want to give a special shout out to Eric Mundell and the folks at ESP Tea and Coffee and the new leadership there, and the staff have been terrific today and helping raise money at the point of sale. A lot of families and volunteers. Capital Caring has over 2,000 volunteers, several hundred of which are in Alexandria, who've been out talking to people and helping us. We These types of events we're so excited to be a part of because we don't do these very frequently, and so our goal today was a very modest, even more modest, $2,000, and I think between what we've raised through the leaderboard, and we've also heard from Axe that a couple of folks are sending in checks. That's probably my great grandmother. She wouldn't know what a credit card was, so she's probably not watching this, but whoever it was, we appreciate that so much. But mainly what this is about is, Capital Caring is a large organization. We have about 2,000 patients in our care every day. About 300 of those are in Alexandria. We're headquartered in Falls Church, but our Alexandria chapter, if you will, our office is, like I said, there on Richmond Highway. So we want people to I'm reminded of a bank in the small town I grew up that said, hometown bank with big city advantages. And what I want people to know is, we're probably not the first organization you think of when you think of a local Alexandria nonprofit, but we are. We want people to know they get those big city advantages. In other words, the advantages of us being a big organization with the best physicians, who have been leaders in the field, past presidents of the National Academy in our work, expert clinicians in terms of nurses, social workers, the best of the best care that comes from a big organization that's committed to innovation and research. But also, we're hometown too, and the nurses that work and cross that threshold into somebody's living room and into their home to help care for them are Alexandrians. And it's Alexandrians taking care of Alexandrians. And so I want people to know that mostly that if we can help, call us. That's the thing we always want to know. Please call us anytime if we can ever help you or a loved one. And if we can't help, we'll find a way to make sure you get help. Dealing with the work that we do and dealing with people who have been told about the worst news you can ever tell. You've got a disease there's no cure for. We can help care beyond cure. And it's so important. And we're just so grateful to everybody for all their support and for being able to be a part of this. And we want to do more of it.
Can I ask a question, teacher?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Jason, love what you're doing. How close have you gotten to your goal, or have you exceeded it? Did I miss that?
Well, last I checked, we had just shy of the goal. We have had a couple, and probably with the folks who have emailed me, and I haven't heard yet. And I know that the coffee shop is doing point of sale to encourage people to go to the website. They're also doing other collections. So my anticipation is we're going to exceed the goal, but we want to way exceed the goal. And what would make me happy is if our call center tells me tomorrow, even beyond, we want to get to 2.5 million. We want to meet our goal. Absolutely. But what will also be a cherry on top is tomorrow I hear from our call center. We had calls last night from Alexandria saying, I heard about you. I read about you. I've looked at Spring2ACTion. I watched ZTV, and I think you may be able to help my mom or my dad or my brother or my sister. That would make it all worthwhile for us too.
I love that. That's great.
And sorry to interrupt.
No, you continue, please.
Thanks. So, Jason, tell you what I'm going to do. As soon as we hang up here, I wrote down your Capital Caring Health. I'm going to go on there. So I was mentioning beforehand, before we went live, that the cool thing about this Spring2ACTion is there's so many different groups, and everybody dialed in and listening, they probably already have a group in mind. But I would challenge everybody listening to go through the list, find an organization that you wouldn't necessarily have donated to, and donate to them. If
Absolutely.
if it makes sense, if it really touches you, donate to them. I'm going to help you as soon as we hang up here. I got till midnight, but I'll do it as soon as we hang up.
All
Yeah.
right, John, thanks. And John, I'll do the same. I'll do the same for the Del Rey Artisans. And just
Thank you.
and you guys, what phenomenal. I mean, this just I was reading through today all the organizations, and the work that's taking place is truly extraordinary. And I got to tell you, and the fact that we are everywhere a little bit, and we have what we call our neighborhood offices, and these areas that focus on Alexandria or Arlington or where have you, is I've not encountered, and I mean this so sincerely, a group like Act for Alexandria that is so tied into the community and really does things in what I think to be the best possible way, and bringing people together. And look, this convening power that we have, art, for example, John, is very, very important in the work that we do as a way to reach people. The sensory perception for people that are terminally ill is very, very important. Art is very powerful, as is music, a whole host of other what we call integrative therapies. And so you get to meet people like this and you think, boy, there's a chance maybe we could work together and help each other. And that's another great value. So I hope that if you're listening and it's getting to be a little later, get out your credit card and make a donation to Capital Caring or Del Rey Artisans or one of these other groups that are just doing such extraordinary things. And we're proud to be a part of it, and proud to do our part, and proud to be part of the community.
Absolutely.
And capitalcaring.org. If we can
Awesome.
help you or a
I
loved
will
one,
type
go to
that in right now.
capitalcaring.org.
capitalcaring.org. Awesome. Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, is like all day we have seen organizations coming together and supporting other organizations, as well as Alexandrians supporting these organizations. And there are so many different and amazing organizations out there. And so, like John said, just get online, go to spring2action.org. There's a list of all of them. So support the ones that you already had in mind, but just look at all of them, because there might be some out there that you really want to support that you might not have thought of immediately. And it's amazing to see you guys getting together and wanting to support each other after this show is over.
Yeah.
So we as an Act for Alexandria, Spring to Action is live until midnight. So you have until then to donate. You can donate on spring2action.org. Click on your favorite organization and then maybe find a couple new favorites. And I know that there are links to donate to these organizations all over their social medias and on their websites. So please, the night is still young. There are still 2 hours and 12 minutes. We are over $2.2 million in total. So,
Yeah,
guys, we can do it, I think.
And Grace, one more thing I just want to say is thanks to all the businesses that have stepped up and help marshal support
Absolutely.
toward nonprofits that mean something to they and their employees. We've been blessed to have that with ESPT and Coffee and their staff there, and I've just such an impressive list of businesses that are stepping up and saying we want to help do something, and that just goes to show you what a community effort it is, and I've just loved that model, and just thanks to all of them, and make sure that for all the good they do, go see their restaurant or their coffee shop or their pastry shop or all sorts of those other great things that exist in Alexandria.
Absolutely. I mean, it really does take a village, it takes community, and
Absolutely.
I think today has definitely been a sign of that. And thank you both for joining me, for being my last guests tonight. I know the day has been busy for everyone, and I appreciate you guys sitting down and talking with me.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you, John. Good to see you. Take care.
Thank you so much. Great meeting you guys.
Thank you.